Okay, guys. Hi, good evening. How are you guys? We had a fantastic meeting on Tuesday. We got so many questions, so many emails regarding the subject of new construction. It's a very wide and big subject. But today's Thursday, so today we're going to be talking about all sellers information, right? The topic is going to be geared towards sellers today. If we did not get to your questions and email that you sent in to us after Tuesday, we are still working through that. We got a lot of inquiry, text, email, that kind of thing. We're working through that. Okay, let's get started. My name is Sandy, and I'm with the Giff Group at Preferred Real Estate Brokers. I'm a licensed realtor here in the Central Florida area. And every Tuesday and Thursday, I do these live meetings through Zoom. And after I record them, I also post it to our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/the Gift Group. And we discuss various topics. Last Tuesday was about new construction. On Tuesdays, we gear our topics towards buyers. And on Thursdays, we gear our topics towards sellers. And we start at 7 p.m. And sometimes we will have guest speakers coming in. I think a week or two ago, we had a lender that was talking to us about down payment assistance. But today it's all about sellers. Last week, we were going into various inspection traps and how to buy a home, or to sell your home to buy another home. And we didn't get to finish because the meeting got kind of lengthy and I didn't want to bring it too long. So we cut it off. So we didn't get to cover 10 things you need to know before you hire a real estate agent. And that's what we're going to be covering today. Before we get started, I want to let you know if you think this information could benefit any of your friends, please do go ahead and share. Hit the share button to share on Facebook. And if you're watching on YouTube later on, if you could hit that notification button so you'll always be notified every time we upload a new video. You could also subscribe to our channel. And for our Facebook audience, you could definitely like our page so that you'll also be notified each time we have a video that we're doing. At the Gift Group, we believe that the consumer should be very educated. Real estate can be a very complicated matter. That's why we also have real estate attorneys. And as agents, we want to make sure that we are educating you in whether you're looking to buy or looking to sell or doing both, whether you're a typical home buyer or you're an investor, whether you started investing now or you invested in the future, whatever you're doing, we want to make sure that we educate you on all those aspects. And that's the reason why we're doing what we're doing. And I'll go over here. Here we go. Here we go. I am always a little bit technically challenged. Still learning all these new stuff that COVID brought on us, right? Because of COVID, we have to be very techy. So anyway, today's topic is going to be on 10 things you need to know before you hire a real estate agent. Real estate agents are very important in any real estate transactions. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or both, a real estate agent is going to be very important. I want to touch a little bit on hiring a real estate agent if you're buying new construction, because a lot of people feel they could just go directly to the builder and why not just buy from the builder direct? And you could, there's nothing at all wrong with that. However, when you go to the builder to buy directly, remember that the builder is going to act in their own interest, right? They're not going to be acting in your interest no matter what they say. When you work with a real estate agent, there's a lot of real estate agents, including us, that have relationship with the builder, and they will give us various incentives that you won't get if you go with them directly. That's just a fact. Also, you need someone in your corner. You need someone where during the building process or during the buying process, if you have any questions or concerns, or you feel like things aren't being clear to you, or you feel like something is not right, you need someone that you could go to and that's going to be in your corner. And the good thing about that is if you're buying new construction homes, because this was a question that came up a lot after I did the meeting on Tuesday, if you're buying new construction, you definitely want to make sure that you secure an agent, because then you'll be able to have all your questions answered. You'll have someone in your corner to get even more incentives from the builder, maybe even a better price, all that great stuff. And the thing is, guys, the builder is paying the agent. You're not paying the agent as a buyer. The builder is, because when they price their homes, they already built in our commission. So when you don't choose us, they're only pocketing more money. It's not they're not passing that savings on to you, right? This is the same thing when someone is looking for a home and they're looking to work directly with the listing agent. You're not going to save any money by working with the real estate agent. I mean, but the listing agent is what I meant to say. All that's going to happen is the listing agent is going to make more money, right? Because so the money that they would be co-broking to another buyer's agent to represent you if you want a buyer's agent, they're going to have that money pocketed. So you're not really saving when you don't use an agent, is what I'm trying to say. You're not really saving. Now, let's talk, and I'm glad I brought that up because it brings us right into 10 things you need to know before you hire a real estate agent, and also on the side of if you're planning to sell your home. So if you're planning to sell your home, do you really want to hire an agent or should I do it by myself? And I'm going to liken that to, okay, let's say you had a car and you wanted to sell your car, right? And you don't sell cars every day. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to start to research, okay, how do I sell my car myself, right? And try to get as much information as possible. Maybe even go to a few dealerships to see if they'll buy your car from you or if you really need to sell it directly. So when somebody, and the reason why I'm bringing that up is whenever you enter into a field that you're not familiar with, you have to gather a lot of information. And even when you gather all the information that you could gather, you still don't have everything you need to know to do that thing. Like, for instance, selling a car, right? Somebody come, they look at the car, oh, I'm going to give you X, and you say, no, I want Y, and it becomes a big dispute. And there's no buffering in between because you're selling directly, right? Same thing when you try to sell your home. There's a lot of things that could happen in the sale and purchase of real estate. And if you're a homeowner and your profession is not with real estate, it's with something else, it's always a good idea to have a professional guide you and help you with a asset as your home. I mean, that's one of the biggest assets we'll ever invest in. Real estate is like the most expensive thing. Like you could buy stocks and bonds, and you'd have to be competing really big on the stock market to be investing the kind of money that you invest in buying a real estate property. So in selling this property, you want to make sure that you have a professional, which is so important for you to hire the correct professional, which is what we're going to be discussing right now, so that you get the most for your money. So let's dive right in. One of the first things, we're going through 10 things. One of the first thing is what makes you different and why should I list my home with you? So if you're going to be hiring a real estate agent, what makes that agent different? Why should I list my home with you? That real estate agent is supposed to show you or prove to you what makes them different. It could be the way they market the property. It could be that they have buyers in waiting, so they might be able to sell your home even before it enters onto the market. It could be that they have a dream home finder program where they have buyers looking for a particular home and your home may match that home. It could be they do a lot of marketing and all the great big websites. So you need to know what is that thing that makes them different, okay? Another thing you need to know is what is your company's track record and reputation in the marketplace? How do you compete with other agents in the marketplace? Are you reputable? Do other agents know about you? Will other agents want to show a home you're representing because of your professionalism in the real estate field, right? That's very important. What is your company's track record? Does everybody know about your company? Is your company ethical? Does your company educate their clients about what they're doing? So these are some of the things that we definitely want to keep in mind. Another thing we want to keep in mind is what is your marketing plans for my home? Okay, how are you going to market the home? Are you doing newspapers and magazines only? We know that doesn't work. Are you going to do TV ads? How are you going to have it on the internet? What sites is it going to be on? Do you have any buyers that might be interested already in the home and you could start showing immediately? How are you going to have other agents know about the home? What are you going to do? For instance, if you list your home and you just put it on MLS, there's a lot of other homes that's going to be in the MLS system with your home. So how is the agent going to make your home shine or pop among the others that's there? What is their strategy? You definitely want to know that. And also another thing you want is what has your company sold in my area? So let's pretend I'm selling a home in Winter Garden. How many homes have your company sold in Winter Garden? Do you guys have any listings in the area? Are you familiar with the area? Do you live in the area? Do you live close to the area? Do you know the neighborhoods, right? Do you know where the shopping centers are? Do you know where the grocery stores are? Like, how are you going to sell this area to other buyers, right? To buyers. And that's very important. Number 5, does your broker control your advertising or do you? And this is a big one. Number 5 is a big one because if the broker controls the advertising costs, then you're going to be limited in what your advertising is going to look like because the broker is going to have other homes that they want to advertise, not just the agent's home, right? But if the agent has control of their advertising, then the agent will have more skin in the game and they will want to aggressively market your home even more. But what makes it even more excited is if the broker and the agent together has interest and will be controlling the advertising together, because you'll get exposure from the broker and you'll get exposure from the agent. Okay, well, let's get to number 6. On average, when your listing sell, how close to, okay, so you definitely want to know from the agent, how close do they sell their selling price to their list price? So let's pretend that the agent came to your home and placed your home in the market for $299. When they sell the home, are they selling it for $299 or more? Or are they selling it for $295 or $290, $285, $280? What is the sale price? Because you definitely want to make sure that your list price has got to be close to your sale price, if not over your sale price, especially in this market that we're in. It's based upon the market, right? So if we're pricing to market value and you're trying to hire an agent, then that agent should be pricing it where it's going to sell at value, or no more than $10,000 on the value, and that's like a worst case scenario, or way over, or over accent for sure, right? So that's important. On average, how long does it take for your listings to sell? So this is another great question. How long is it going to take my home to sell when you list it on the market? And if it's not selling, are you going to be trapping me in a contract that I can't get out of, right? At the Gift Group, we have what is called a performance guarantee. So we are telling you that this is our performance guarantee. If we're not living up to your expectations and everything that we tell you we're going to do, then guess what? You have the right to cancel your contract and we will not hold you hostage. That's just how confident we are that we will be giving you a great 5-star experience in working with us to sell your home. How many buyers are you currently working with? This is very important, guys, right here. How many buyers are you currently working with? Because we have buyers in waiting, right? We're always going to have buyers in waiting because there's always going to be more buyers than there is homes to sell. That is just a fact, right? So if you have buyers in waiting and you're going to put a home on the market, the minute you get that contract signed, the first thing we're going to do is tell our buyers, listen, we just got this home on the market. It's a great idea if you see it before everybody else does, right? So buyers in waiting are very important. The more buyers you have in waiting as a real estate agent, the better for you, because the more you could promise your seller that, listen, I'm not just going to put your property on the internet and wait for someone to come buy it. I literally have buyers that will be coming through your home that we'll be selling to as well. So that's important. Do you have a reference list of clients I could contact, right? So you're saying you're the best thing since sliced bread and we should list our property with you. Can we contact some of your previous customers and clients, or do you have a website that we could literally go on and see some of the testimonials from your clients that you use, right? That's important. Number 10, what happens if I'm not happy with the job you're doing to get my home sold? Can I cancel my listing contract? And I just touched on that a while ago, right? That's very important. If I'm not happy with the services that you're providing, am I going to be able to cancel my contract with you, right? And we need to know, that's a very important thing to know, because if I'm not happy with what you are doing, if you're not contacting me, if we have no communication, if I don't feel like you're doing a job of selling my home, then why am I trapped into this contract? And that's very important when you are looking to hire a real estate agent to sell your home, because you need to know what you're signing up for. A lot of agents will trap you in a 6-month contract and never let you out, no matter what's going on. And that is not cool at all. We don't even do a 6-month contract. We do either a 3-month or a 120-day contract. So a 90 to 120-day contract is what we do. We also give you a performance guarantee. So if we're not performing, you have the right to cancel your contract, and we make it so you sign off on that. So you could definitely say, listen, I signed off on this. I'm not liking what you're doing. Let's end the relationship. And in today's market, because the market is so aggressive, you want to have a very good negotiator on your side. So your agent has got to be good in negotiation so that they could get the best price for your home, because the market is aggressive. So you want to get the top value. Another thing is, in hiring a real estate agent, that agent should be able to go through your home and offer you some pointers as to what to do to get even more money, right? There's always things you could spruce up on the home. A lot of buyers are very visual. I would say 70%, if not more, of the buyers that we work with are visual. The more move-in ready the home looks, the more they're willing to make an offer, and make an offer immediately. Maybe only 30% or less of the population can look at a home, see its value in it, even though it's not staged correctly, but could see a value in it and purchase it. That's why we have fewer people that purchase a foreclosed property or a distressed property, or a short sale property, because those properties are not in the best light, right? A bank owned property is not going to have furniture in it. It's probably going to need work. It might be missing kitchen cabinets, bathroom cabinets, and all this great stuff. So you're going to have a vision to see it. A lot of people don't have that vision. They have to see it already put together. And a lot of people are turned off if they go in and the home is not put together the way they think it should be put together, right? If it's a mess, if it's messy, if it's garbage, if it's whatever it is, if it's not put together, they can't see it. Others can, but most people cannot. That's just a fact. So if you're looking to get top value from your home, you want an agent that's going to be able to go in the home and show you exactly everything that you need to do to make it as marketable as possible. Because when you're living in a home, the home isn't marketable. You're living in it. It's being lived in, right? So we're gonna take it from lived in to being marketable, right? And that's definitely something that we have to move it from. So even though we know someone lives, this is what buyers think. Even though they know someone live in the home, literally, and they probably see you in the home while they're looking at the home, they want the home to be in marketable condition. Imagine when you go to a new construction site, a new construction subdivision, and the builders have their model homes. And the model homes are staged and you just want the model home, right? When you decide to buy in that development, you're not deciding to buy on just the sheetrock, and the bare walls. You're deciding to buy because of what you're looking at in the model home. And most of the time, you want all of the upgrades that they have in the model home because that's what's making it appealing to you. Buyers or regular buyers for your resale home are going to be the same way. When they come into your home, they want it to look marketable, just like a model home. So an agent should be able to go in and say, listen, if you do this, 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 um, it will make it more marketable. And you don't always have to spend a lot of money, right? It could just be decluttering. It could be putting away all the family portraits and just make it neutralizing the home, right? Neutralizing to make it more marketable so somebody else could see themselves there. Because each of us live a certain lifestyle and our home reflects it. But the thing is, when you're selling your home, other buyers do not live your lifestyle, they live their lifestyle. So how do we market the home to make it marketable? By neutralizing it. So that when a buyer comes in, they could see themselves there and they could see their own furniture, their own decor, their own stuff. But if they're seeing your decor, sometimes it's hard for them to take your decor away and see their decor. And the only way to do that is to neutralize it, make it more, make it be very neutral. A few weeks ago, one of the Zoom calls I was on, our Zoom live that I was on, I talk about having 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 the home looking like a model, and also having a pre-inspection. So if a real estate agent is walking through the property with you and they're noticing certain things, they may want to say, you know what, it may be a good idea for us to get an inspector, a pre-inspection done, so we could know what will come up on the inspection report. Because remember how we spoke about a few weeks ago, we spoke about how when you live in the home, you don't really pay attention to a lot of things, but the inspector comes in to get every detail, like he's looking at things that you have never looked at, you just kind of overlooked at, right? So that's why it's important for an agent or the agent you're hiring to pick up on those kind of things and say, hey, maybe it's a good idea if you do a pre-inspection, right? Another thing might be pricing. Maybe you're thinking the home is worth more than what the agent is telling you. And if that's the case, then it may be a good idea to do an appraisal before you put it on the market, so the appraisal will give you their best value. Also, you have to make sure that the agent you're going to hire, that you respect their professional advice. If you don't respect their professional advice, then do not hire that agent. If there's some kind of drift going on and you guys don't have um, clear communication and everything clear, it's not a great idea to hire that agent because too much conflict will come in. You have to hire an agent as professional and that you respect as a professional, and that you're going to value what they're telling you to get the most for your home. Because here's the thing, if you go for sale by owners, guess what? The buyers are looking to save. In the buyer's mind, you're for sale by owner, which means you're not paying an agent a commission, which means I could get that commission from you, right? So every time you're not using an agent, the other party is trying to get that from you. So when you're for sale by owner, you don't use an agent. The buyers are coming in thinking, well, if you were to pay an agent, you'd have to pay whatever price they put in their head. Um, so since you're not using an agent, you should be able to discount the home by that price, right? And you're thinking, no, I'm not using an agent because I want to save the commission. So you see the conflict there, right? So why not put the home in the best light, the best professional light it can be in, and why not get the opinion of professional agents that you respect in the industry? Because let's face it, guys, each industry has the good, the bad, and the ugly. That goes for doctors, nurses, landscapers, pool people, pest people. Doesn't matter what the profession is, you're going to have the good, the bad, and the ugly in every profession. You're going to have the good professionals, you're going to have the bad professionals, you're going to have the in between. When it comes to something like selling your home, you have got to get the one that you're going to listen to, respect in the profession, see them as a professional that knows what they're talking about, and not just someone that's just coming to try to sell your home because they're trying to get some money out of you. Because in life, we all have to pay for great service. If we go somewhere, go to a great restaurant, we get great service, what do? We leave a great tip, right? Whenever we get great service, we compensate for it. So when a professional is coming in to do a service for you and you're going to get compensation for it, then you have to respect them. And if you don't respect them, then you got to use somebody else. Because it's just like if you were to hire a contractor or a gardener. If the contractor comes in and you don't respect the contractor and what he's saying, then it's not going to happen. It's best to use a different contractor, right? So that's the same thing with real estate. And that's why it's important for you to interview different agents, follow agents, read about agents, and see where they're coming from, see what their background look like, right? How many other transactions have they done? Are they educated? Maybe they have some blogs. Ask them for their blog websites. You could go read through some of their blogs and see what they got to say. Maybe they have a YouTube channel. You could go through the channel and see how they represent things. Are they just showcasing homes, or are they giving value? Are they educating the public, or no? So these are some of the things that you could use to find out what agent would work best for you based upon your personality and also professionalism. I can't speak. The professionalism of the agent. Wow. And are they bringing value? Do you feel like your home is going to be taken care of with this agent? Do you feel like you're going to be making more money with this agent as opposed to trying to do it by yourself? Right? Do you feel like the agent is giving you value? Or are you fighting with that agent? Maybe the agent is giving you value, but you're not agreeing with the value. And that's where an appraiser will come in. I've always said, if an agent is giving you the market value and showing you what they think your house should sell for, and you don't agree with that, then the best thing to do is to hire a professional appraiser, right? Have the appraiser come in, do a professional appraisal. Based upon that price, then we see who wins, right? Okay, so thank you so much for listening. You could hit the notification button so you'll be notified each time that we're on doing a live. We normally do Tuesdays for buyers and Thursdays for sellers. If you have any questions, concerns, feel free to contact us. Information, if you're on Facebook, our information should be on top. If you're on YouTube, the information should be on the bottom. My direct number is 407-791-4713. And our email is Giff Group. So it's GIF as in Frank, F as in Frank, group, Sills with an S, homes with an S at gmail.com. You can reach us anytime. Send your questions, your concerns to us. If there's a topic that you'd like for us to cover for you, definitely have us do that, and we will try to cover as much of your information as we possibly can. Again, my name is Sandy, and I am with the Giff Group with Preferred Real Estate Brokers here in Central Florida. Thank you so much for listening, and I look forward to seeing you on Tuesday when our conversation will be based on buyers. Have a great day.